I'm ready.
To return peace to this city, we must declare martial law.
Upside is the real enemy. You have the chance to rally the Undercity together. Your symbols. What are you planning?
The wait is finally over for fans of Arcane, as Season 2 promises to return with the same breathtaking animation, emotional storytelling, and world-shaking conflicts that made the first season a masterpiece. The story continues right after the explosive ending of Season 1, where Jinx fired her Hextech rocket toward the Piltover Council chamber, setting the stage for a war that will forever change the relationship between Piltover and Zaun. Season 2 dives deeper into the chaos that follows this catastrophic moment, exploring how the characters we've grown to love or fear deal with the aftermath of betrayal, loss, and vengeance. The tension between the two cities has reached a breaking point, and this season will show us the true cost of progress and power. Vi and Caitlyn's dynamic will take center stage once again, but this time with more emotional weight and a shared mission filled with pain and determination. After the devastating act committed by Jinx, Vi finds herself torn between her duty to Piltover's law and her love for her sister, who has spiraled into madness. Caitlyn, now more mature and hardened by her experiences, must face the political fallout within Piltover's upper class while struggling to understand Vi's world in Zaun. The two women's relationship is expected to grow more complex, blending elements of trust, anger, and empathy in a world that seems determined to keep them apart. Their evolving bond will be one of the emotional cores of this new season. Jinx, on the other hand, steps into full chaos mode. She's no longer Powder, the scared little sister we once knew. She's now the living embodiment of chaos and pain. Season 2 will likely show her dealing with the consequences of her actions, not just through the destruction she caused, but also through the haunting voices in her mind. Her character arc will dive even deeper into psychological turmoil, showing how guilt, grief, and obsession twist her reality. Jinx's relationship with Silco might still echo throughout the story, as his influence and ideals continue to shape her even after his death. Her every move will test Vi's resolve, forcing her to decide whether saving her sister is even possible anymore. Meanwhile, in the higher ranks of Piltover, the aftermath of Jinx's attack will lead to political upheaval. With many of the council members potentially dead or injured, power will shift dramatically. The city that once prided itself on order and innovation is now on the brink of war. The balance of Hextech, once seen as the key to progress, now threatens to tear everything apart. Season 2 will likely focus on the fragile state of leadership in Piltover, and the rise of figures who see this chaos as an opportunity to reshape the world in their image. We'll see scientists, enforcers, and leaders making desperate choices, each convinced they're doing what's right, even as the line between hero and villain becomes increasingly blurred. In Zaun, the people have had enough. Years of oppression, poverty, and being treated as lesser citizens have turned into full-blown rage. With Silco gone, the Undercity is in turmoil, and new leaders will emerge to fill the power vacuum. Some will seek peace, while others will want revenge. The fight for Zaun's future will be one of the most exciting and unpredictable parts of Season 2, showing that the revolution Silco dreamed of might not die with him. It might evolve into something even more dangerous. The moral conflict of whether freedom can truly exist without sacrifice will continue to echo throughout the story. The visual and musical design of Arcane has always been one of its strongest aspects, and Season 2 will continue to raise the bar. Expect richer color palettes, darker tones, and emotionally charged sequences that reflect the inner chaos of each character. The art style will continue blending hand-painted textures with dynamic action, making every frame feel alive and cinematic. The soundtrack, known for mixing haunting vocals and modern beats, will once again set the emotional tone of the series, amplifying every heartbreak, every battle, and every quiet moment of reflection. Riot and Fortiche's collaboration remains one of the most successful partnerships in animation, and fans can expect nothing short of perfection. The themes of this season will revolve heavily around loss, identity, and power. V's struggle to reconcile her love for Jinx with her moral compass, Jinx's descent into instability, Caitlyn's fight to bring justice without losing her compassion, and the political manipulations within Piltover all intertwine to paint a story that is deeply human, despite its fantastical setting. The writers will likely explore how trauma shapes people differently, turning some into heroes and others into monsters. Every decision made by these characters carries consequences that ripple through both cities, and the emotional stakes will be higher than ever before. New characters are expected to be introduced, possibly expanding the world beyond Piltover and Zaun. This could include glimpses of other regions from the League of Legends universe, hinting at a larger story yet to come. These introductions will not only build lore, but also challenge our main characters with new perspectives and dangers. Some may come seeking alliances, others revenge, but all will play a role in shaping the fate of this divided world. Fans are also speculating about the appearance of other familiar champions, each potentially adding depth to the already rich narrative tapestry of Arcane. The storytelling will remain multi-layered, balancing political intrigue, emotional character arcs, and intense action sequences. The pacing will likely be tighter, focusing on the fallout of Season 1's finale while setting up long-term storylines. Each episode is expected to end with powerful emotional beats that leave viewers both satisfied and desperate for more. The writing will continue to blend poetic dialogue with raw emotion, maintaining the show's signature ability to make even quiet moments feel monumental. The philosophical undertones about morality, ambition, and class divide will still drive the narrative, making Arcane more than just an animated show. It's a story about what it means to be human in a fractured world. One of the biggest expectations for this season is how it will bridge the emotional gap between V and Jinx. Their sisterly bond, once filled with innocence and love, is now poisoned by misunderstanding and violence. Yet, there's still a flicker of hope that redemption might be possible. V's journey will likely revolve around trying to reach what's left of powder within Jinx, even as the world pushes them further apart. The audience will be torn between sympathy and anger, between wanting justice and yearning for forgiveness. That's what makes Arcane so special. It doesn't give you easy answers. It makes you feel every layer of its characters' pain and hope. Caitlyn's growth will also be crucial. Her transformation from a sheltered enforcer into a determined and morally conflicted hero will continue as she learns more about the world's harsh realities. Her dynamic with V will deepen, possibly testing the limits of their trust as the line between right and wrong blurs. The emotional tension between them could evolve into something stronger, whether that means friendship, partnership, or something more, remains to be seen. Their shared mission will not only test their loyalty to each other, but also to the ideals they once believed in. The conflict between Piltover and Zaun will reach its peak in this season, with both sides believing they are justified in their fight. Piltover's arrogance and Zaun's desperation create a tragic cycle of violence that mirrors real-world struggles of inequality and corruption. The show's writing continues to humanize both sides, showing that heroes and villains often depend on perspective. As explosions light up the skies and the cities crumble, the series will question whether peace is even possible when power and pride stand in the way. The emotional core of Arcane Season 2 will remain its greatest strength. Every look, every silence, every tear carries meaning. The relationship between the characters is what drives the story forward, and the writer's ability to weave those connections into the broader political chaos is what makes this series stand out. Viewers can expect moments that break their hearts, others that ignite their hope, and scenes that will stay with them long after the credits roll. This new chapter will not only expand the universe of Arcane, but also deepen the mythology of League of Legends itself. The show has already proven that it can turn game lore into powerful storytelling, and Season 2 will continue building on that legacy. Fans can look forward to unexpected alliances, shocking betrayals, and emotional payoffs that have been years in the making. The balance of action, emotion, and world building ensures that this season will be just as unforgettable as the first, if not more. In the end, Arcane Season 2 isn't just about magic or machines, it's about people. It's about how love can destroy, how guilt can transform, and how, even in the darkest moments, hope refuses to die. Every frame will remind us that this story was never about heroes or villains. It was about broken people trying to survive in a world that doesn't forgive mistakes. As the war between Piltover and Zaun burns brighter than ever, fans around the world are ready to dive back into the chaos, to feel, to cry, and to witness the next evolution of one of the greatest animated series ever created.